Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. While the number of cases with the Brazilian variant is thankfully small, it's a warning that being tested in advance doesn't rule out being a traveller who's carrying COVID. The South African variant is resistant to antibodies from previous COVID patients, and there's concern that both may be resistant to vaccine-induced immunity. They could therefore undermine the success of the vaccination programme. The Brazilian variant has already been identified outside South America, and the South African strain is present in 35 countries that aren't on the red list. The arrival of this Brazilian strain via both Switzerland and Paris demonstrates the various routes to the UK from high-risk countries and how a traveller could avoid the current hotel quarantine system by separating out the legs of their journey. Those infected spent several hours in close quarters with other travellers who even now would not be subject to hotel quarantine. I assume the government is tracing the passengers from these flights, but with genomics taking some time, there is a significant window for concerning variants to get a foothold in the UK before they're discovered. This situation wouldn't have arisen with comprehensive hotel quarantine as advised by SAGE. So why did the Secretary of State agree to such an inadequate system? And can he tell us the view of the Joint Biosecurity Committee? Does he recognise that quarantining just 1% of international arrivals does not protect the UK from these variants, nor those which may evolve in the future in other parts of the world? So will the government now review their hotel quarantine policy and make it fit for purpose?
Madam Deputy Speaker, the Honourable Lady is completely wrong and she knows it. There is a quarantine in place for 100% of arrivals as passengers in this country. And in fact, this episode in which all those we've successfully contacted, all 5, have fully isolated and quarantined at home as required, demonstrates that policy working. Now, we have further strengthened it and introduced hotel quarantine, and that will no doubt give further reassurance. But the characterisation that she gives out is wrong, and some of the description of the organisations involved is wrong as well. I'm very happy to ensure she gets a private briefing so that she can understand the situation in future.